Athletic summer camps are back on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. ICC offers camps in band, basketball, cheer, football, soccer, softball, and volleyball throughout the months of June and July, but spots are limited and they're filling up fast. Visit letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a camp for your favorite athlete and register today. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Renaissance Rewards Extra is the checking account that checks all the boxes. Roadside assistance? Check. Cell phone insurance? Check. More than 400,000 local shopping discounts? Check. Up to $25 per month in ATM refunds and a great rate? Check. All in an easy-to-use mobile app. To open an account or find out more about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking, go to renaissancebank.com or visit us at any of our more than 190 locations throughout the South. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Good things come to those who wait, but waiting means staying where you are, and you were meant for more. At Itawamba Community College, you can earn an affordable degree, certificate, or credits to transfer to a university for a fraction of the cost of most colleges while having the experience of a lifetime. Summer and fall orientation registration is underway, and spots are filling up fast. Don't wait. Apply today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Good Tuesday afternoon and welcome to another edition of the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. I'm Adam Gore, the Sports Information Director and Director of Media Relations here at ICC. And as always, the ICC Hour is made possible thanks to our friends at Renaissance Bank.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
On this week's ICC Hour, we're going to take a look back at an interview with Aberdeen native Reggie Kelly. If you know Reggie, you know he's a really good guy and what I like to call an ambassador of good. He and I got a chance to catch up, talk a little football, life, and his outstanding food line, Kyvan. And you'll also get to hear our predictions for the Super Bowl, as this was when the interview was originally conducted. So it's a little three-part interview series here, and I feel like you're truly going to enjoy hearing from Reggie this afternoon. I hope you stay tuned for that as well. We'll also highlight a few of our programs at the Belden Center during today's commercial breaks. I do invite you to visit iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu to learn more about what our Belden Center offers, along with offerings at the Tupelo and Fulton campuses as well. Summer school, it started this past week. If you missed out on taking some of those summer classes, you still have time to register for the fall semester here at ICC. Simply visit apply.iccms.edu. That's apply.iccms.edu. The registration process is quick and easy. And the good thing is we have a lot of outstanding people here at the college that are excited to help you with any questions or concerns you may have when it comes to joining the ICC family this fall. Again, that link, apply.iccms.edu. When we come back, we'll dive into our interview with NFL veteran and CEO and founder of Kyvan Foods, Reggie Kelly, right after this quick break here on the ICC Hour.
Renaissance Rewards Extra is the checking account that checks all the boxes. Roadside assistance? Check. Cell phone insurance? Check. More than 400,000 local shopping discounts? Check. Up to $25 per month in ATM refunds and a great rate? Check. All in an easy-to-use mobile app. To open an account or find out more about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking, go to renaissancebank.com or visit us at any of our more than 190 locations throughout the South. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Athletic summer camps are back on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. ICC offers camps in band, basketball, cheer, football, soccer, softball, and volleyball throughout the months of June and July, but spots are limited and they're filling up fast. Visit letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a camp for your favorite athlete and register today. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
So when are you gonna get me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app.
Good things come to those who wait, but waiting means staying where you are, and you were meant for more. At Itawamba Community College, you can earn an affordable degree, certificate, or credits to transfer to a university for a fraction of the cost of most colleges while having the experience of a lifetime. Summer and fall orientation registration is underway, and spots are filling up fast. Don't wait. Apply today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi, 101.9 FM. And folks, we got a special guest on today's show. I'm just going to go through his accolades, so hang tight with me here. First team, All SEC. SEC made it to the SEC championship game. Drafted by the Atlanta Falcons in 1999. Also played with the Cincinnati Bengals. 2007 Ed Block Courage Award winner. He's an NFL veteran. He's an author. He's a CEO and founder of Kyvan Foods. And it all started in Aberdeen, Mississippi. And we've got Mr. Reggie Kelly joining us on the show today. Reggie, thanks for joining us.
Hey, my man. It's always a pleasure. It's been a long time since you and I have sat down and just rapped a little bit. But it's always great to see you and hope your 2021 year is starting off with a bang.
Absolutely, man. Matter of fact, I think the last time we saw each other might have been Indianapolis a good
Absolutely.
many years ago. So,
Yes.
well, Reggie, let's catch up, man. How's life treating you and the family?
Well, life is going extremely well. I'm just so grateful to the good Lord for a great wife and two great kids. Got a 16-year-old daughter.
Wow.
Her name is Kyla. A 14-year-old son. His name is Kyvan. You know, I don't think when you and I did that interview back in Indy, if my kids were even born.
I think the girl was just born.
I think my girl was, that's absolutely right. My daughter was just born. And so now to see them, they're 16 years of age. Oh, they grew up so fast. I have a tear coming right here.
Man, that's crazy to think. When you said how old she was, I was like, hold on, has it been that long? But it has.
It has. It's been a long time, man. And so everything is going great with my family. Just extremely happy to be in the position that we're in. I actually coach, high school football up here as well. I coach the tight end position, which I'm not sure why they had me coaching that position, but I'm coaching tight ends and just enjoying teaching kids life through football as well. So, man, I'm living the dream.
Well, Reggie, that's kind of what we say here at ICC. Of course, it's a kind of a pun, but it is. We say community is our middle name, Itawamba Community College. And that's something that's big with you as well. And you're talking about giving back to the kids. I know you're big about giving back to home and each opportunity you get. Even guys in the NFL now sometimes reach out to you about some advice as well. Mm-hmm. Why is that so important to you and has been so important to you all these years?
Well, I believe to whom much is given, much is required. My family taught me that a long time ago, that it's better to give than to receive. And so I try to carry those same Christian principles with me everywhere I go. And I am an advocate for helping your neighbors. Your neighbors are not just the person that stays next door to you, but those neighbors who live in neighboring states, neighboring countries, neighboring towns, whatever the case may be, and to look for opportunities to be a blessing. I don't believe that God necessarily gave us, all of us, the gifts, the potential, even the finances, just so we can hoard those gifts and talents and finances for ourselves. I believe God gave it to them so we can help those who may need, a helping hand. A lot of times people are not looking for a handout. They're just looking for a hand up. And that's what we try to do. If there's people that have suffered from natural disasters, and when situations like that hit, they hit extremely hard. And they hit, and when they do hit you, they're hit unexpectedly. And so what we try to do is go in and help those families to get them a ray of sunshine, some type of hope in the midst of despair. We also like to give the kids, for those families, that don't have enough finances and are struggling. We try to help the kids out, especially during back to school. So give them free back to school supplies and just things of that nature. So any way we can find opportunities to do so, we're going to try to do it. And we're praying that it will help somebody. And hopefully, again, hopefully, again, we try to live by example, that the example that we're setting will rub off from somebody else, and so that they can do the same thing.
Reggie, I think that's a great message, especially in the current state of the world we live in. You know, it's one of those where I hate to say it, but it is what it is. It's just a crazy time. And at the end of the day, I believe good always wins. And I think that's the one thing we always need, is to be that example and be the goodness that somebody's looking for.
Absolutely. And listen, I make no bones about it. I do tons of interviews about what's going on in our society today. It could be black, white, it can be politics, it could be NFL, whatever the case may be. I tell people this all the time. I said, listen, I'm not on the side of black. I'm not on the side of white. I'm on the side of what's right. Exactly what you just said. And I think that if we want to see a change, the change that we want to see, it starts with me. So it's important for me not to be swayed to the left or to the right, but to do what's right in the eyesight of God. And I know he will be pleased. Because at the end of the day, I feel like I have to answer to him. And I want to be able to look myself in the mirror and say, you did the right thing. You know, it's important for me. I teach my kids, listen, you have to do things the right way. You have to live with excellence. Don't have to be perfect, but live with some form of excellence. You have to do things the right way. Well, if I don't do it the right way, but I'm telling them to do it the right way, I'm sending mixed signals. And so I definitely don't want to do that. And I definitely want to handle this platform. We all are leaders. We all are leaders. Here's the thing. Are you a good leader or are you a bad one? Point blank. It's either or. And so I want to use this platform that the good Lord has given me and make sure that I lead the right way, even if it's inconvenient, even if it's a tough choice, even if I may lose some people that supposed to be in my corner. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm doing what's right, I can sleep better at night.
Absolutely. And I think that's a great message that a lot of people are hearing right now. And when I went back, because I moved recently and I was going through some boxes and I found your book, Prepared. And I was like, man, I haven't read this in years. So I sat down and read it. And I'm telling you, man, a lot of stuff that you wrote back then really is hammering home now with me, especially. What inspired you to write that book? And have you reflected on that since you wrote it to maybe even think about maybe doing another one?
You know, the funny thing you say that. I wrote this book, and I remember a few years back, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I gave it to my daughter. And she said, Dad, I don't want to read this boring book. And she said, this is just some stuff that you put together, Dad. And Lord, I said, well, just try it. You know, you might like it. And so she put it down for some years. And finally, she decided to pick it up. This year, she decided to pick it up, and she's been reading it and she can't put it down. And she said, Dad, wow, you said this. Wow, Dad, wow. And the book was intended to encourage people, really, in so many essence. We all go through tough times. We also experience great times. But let's be honest, you learn your greatest life lessons through the hard times. Frederick Douglass said it best, if there's no struggle, there's no progress. So we all are going to struggle. We all are going to have things that we go through in life. We have flaws. We have things that just not where we want to be. But those are not the times to give up. Those are not the times to become negative. Those are the times really to push harder, to achieve the purpose that God has in store for you. So I want to encourage people to realize the small things that you go through in life are really big things that's going to help prepare you to bigger and better levels. If you have the right attitude, you can become bitter or you can become better, but it's all your choice in the matter. And so that's the reason why I want to write it, to encourage people. I gave some instances, some of my experiences that I've gone through, and I was as transparent as I could be. I wasn't trying to be arrogant or prideful. I wanted people to see I messed up here. But yet now look where I'm at, because I didn't give up, and I'm grateful to the good Lord for the opportunity to encourage so many. And then when I see my daughter reading it, and she's 16-year-old, she likes it. So that meant a lot to me as well.
Absolutely. Talk about that uniqueness at the house, where your kids are getting the age now where they kind of understand who Dad is and what Dad does. Just talk about that unique atmosphere.
Well, when they were little kids, I was still playing in the NFL, so they would go to my games, but they really didn't know what they were watching. They would go to the game, but they didn't understand it. But now they watch NFL football, or they watch sports, and they see players and they see interviews, and they'll see me having some interviews now or doing some events, and then they say, Dad, I didn't know that this is what you did. I said, yes, this is what I've done and what I've tried to do, even though I'm put in the spotlight, even though I have a lot of things that's coming my way, I'm still trying to handle it the right way. For me, I don't want my kids to think that I make money or that money makes me. I want them to see that, hey, I make money, but money does not make Reggie Kelly. I play football, but football is not Reggie Kelly. Football is just simply what I do. A man of God is who I am. Football would change. Your occupation would change. Me selling salsa, me selling this, that's going to change because I may sell something else. All that stuff is going to change. So that's temporary. But who I am, the essence of Reggie Kelly, that will never change. And I know I'm solidified in the hands of the good Lord. And so I want them to understand substance, not just flair and stuff that's only on the surface. I want them to go a little bit deeper. So again, every opportunity I have to teach them, I try to do so. And I try to do it where I'm not too overbearing, because you know how teenagers can get.
Absolutely.
Good things come to those who wait, but waiting means staying where you are, and you were meant for more. At Itawamba Community College, you can earn an affordable degree, certificate, or credits to transfer to a university for a fraction of the cost of most colleges while having the experience of a lifetime. Summer and fall orientation registration is underway, and spots are filling up fast. Don't wait. Apply today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Today tastes like game day at home, like assigned couch seating. Tastes like coffee table dining and an ice-cold Coke to cool down the heat. It tastes like the game you've waited for all week with friends you've known your whole life. Today tastes like watching football is supposed to. And it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola. Together tastes better.
My name is Jason Goldston. I'm the diesel technology instructor at Itawamba Community College. Students that graduate my program should have basic knowledge in diesel engines, electrical electronic systems, advanced brake systems, powertrains, steering and suspension, and heavy equipment, hydraulics, and electrical systems. We take students in the fall semester, which will be in August of every year. We'll take in about 18 to 20 first-year students. The program is 2 years, so during that 2 years, the students can achieve a Associates of Applied Science degree, or they can go for a year and 2 classes and get a career certificate. First-year students would come into the diesel program on Monday and Wednesday. The classes range from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. The second-year students will come to class on Tuesday and Thursday and will be in class from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Students that graduate the program typically start out around $16 to $18 an hour. Will find employment at dealership environments, fleet shops on the transportation and heavy equipment sides. The students that I look for in this program are students that have been around a farm or a construction company or transportation areas that have an interest in working on heavy equipment or trucks.
Athletic summer camps are back on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. ICC offers camps in band, basketball, cheer, football, soccer, softball, and volleyball throughout the months of June and July, but spots are limited and they're filling up fast. Visit letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a camp for your favorite athlete and register today. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Renaissance Rewards Extra is the checking account that checks all the boxes. Roadside assistance? Check. Cell phone insurance? Check. More than 400,000 local shopping discounts? Check. Up to $25 per month in ATM refunds and a great rate? Check. All in an easy-to-use mobile app. To open an account or find out more about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking, go to renaissancebank.com or visit us at any of our more than 190 locations throughout the South. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Well, we're talking with Reggie Kelly, an NFL veteran, author, founder, and CEO of Kyvan Foods. And whenever I let somebody, and it's very, well, not, I wouldn't say very rare, it depends on how much I have, but when I do let somebody try some of the salsa, they ask about you. And this is how I like to describe you. You're an ambassador of good. And that's what's come through on the show so far. So Super Bowl, you need superfood. So let's talk a little Kyvan real quick. Talk about the history of this. This is something you and your wife, Sheila, came up with. Proves you're a smart man because she said this is something she wanted to do and you listened to her. So just talk about the brand and how it's grown over the years.
Honestly, as you know the story.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to start a food line. This was not something that was organic. Well, it was strictly organic. It wasn't something that I planned. It wasn't something that I just say, this is what I want to do when I finish football. Because quite frankly, I wanted to go and work in the NFL front office. Toward the end of my career, 2 years before I retired, I spoke to Coach Marvin Lewis, who was my head coach at the time in Cincinnati, and told him, "Hey man, listen, I'm getting a little long in the tooth. The tread on the tire is wearing thin, and so I want to think about life after football." And I said, I think that it'd be a great idea if I work in the front office of an NFL franchise. And he agreed. He felt like that would be the best place for my talents. And so we started working towards that. We were geared up to working towards that. Had a great meeting with Ron Hill. I'm sure you remember that name. And I still talk with Ron Hill to this day. Had a great, some great meetings with him. He advised me as well on what he thought I should do. And so I was well on my way to working for the NFL. But lo and behold, things can take you on a different path. And during that time, I used to throw free football camps for the kids in my hometown of Aberdeen. And in those camps, I wanted to reward the kids who exemplify great academic excellence. So I gave them free football camps, free food. I flew out my teammates to reward the kids. I just wanted to make it really big for them, and they enjoyed it. Well, after the football camps, and for that matter, we know after any event in Mississippi, we're going to have some good food.
Amen.
That's a no-brainer. And so my family and my wife's family cooked for all the volunteers, and my teammates couldn't stop raving about the food. And I remember, it's funny, I remember one night my teammate's wife, she called my wife Sheila and said, "You guys really need to do something with these family recipes." Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to do it. I was like, well, I don't know anything about the food industry. I like to eat. That's as much as I know about the food industry.
Me and you both.
We're in the same boat. And so my wife came to me and said, "Well, you know what? That's really not a bad idea. Perhaps we need to just dive into it and see." And so I took my wife's advice, and lo and behold, we tried to come up with some catchy names. I was thinking of Reggie Kelly's. No, not going to work. What about 82s? Well, how many NFL players, college players had the jersey 82? That's not going to work. And my wife said, "Well, listen, we've always wanted to leave a great legacy behind for our kids. Why not name the company after our kids?" My daughter, her name is Kyla. That's where the KY comes from. And my son's name is Kyvan. So we combine the two to come up with Kyvan. So we want to leave a great legacy behind for our kids. And that's how the business got started. In of itself, just an idea with us working in the community, and then my teammates liking our food process, liking our food products. And then boom, lo and behold, a great idea was given to my wife. And like you said, beside every great man is an even better woman.
Absolutely. And all right, so there's a lot of stuff is Apple based with that. And you know, Brandon, our buddy Brandon Speck, he calls me a foodie. I think that's a polite way of calling me fat. But he's like, man, he's like, you need to try Reggie's salsa. He's like, I know you're kind of picky about your salsa, but I really think you're gonna like this. He's like, he don't like hot stuff. So I'm like, all right, you know, he found some in Aberdeen and brought it to me. And I'm telling you, dude, I'm a snob about my salsa. And this is something that never leaves my refrigerator now. It's that good. Why was, you know, it's just a unique flavor, a unique thought process. What inspired that?
Well, most of our food products are just family recipes. I grew up next door to my grandmother, and so did my wife. So, you know, we got all the great seeds. My grandma used to make homemade preserves. I mean, we used to get together, my family, and just find reasons to cook and have great camaraderie, great conversations, just great get together. We used to find any excuse to do that. And we used to joke each other when you bring a bad meal, you know, when a bad dish, when it didn't quite pan out. And it was just fun times, and I remember that. And so all I simply did was, you know, I took the advice of my teammates, and they said, man, these family recipes, man, they're great. And we just decided to, hey, let's take a chance on taking what we've already enjoyed all of our lives and give it to those all around the country, all around the world. Now, it took some time to get all the ingredients measured down to a science, right? Because, you know, my family, hey, add a little bit of this, baby, add a little bit of that, baby, get a little taste. No, just a dash more of this. And so what I had to do was just take the main ingredients that they have. Some of the recipes were down to a science. Some of them I had to just take them and make sure I add a little bit of this and then let my family members taste it to make sure that I was right on course with the way that the final product was supposed to taste. But these are just family recipes that we've had in our family from generation to generations. And to be quite frankly, we've only scratched the surface to the amount of products that we're actually going to bring to the market that's already in the pipeline. And so what we try to do is, my family, man, we throw everything in our food, everything. And we want to make sure that those products that what we're giving you taste extremely well. So that's why we have products like the honey apple salsa. We didn't just want to give you a regular salsa with tomatoes and onions and peppers and salt and, you know, salt. We didn't want to do that. We said, let's add those apples that we're so accustomed to, which we love apples, and honey, which we're accustomed to, and we love honey. And let's just use that recipe and see how it fits. And lo and behold, we've gotten really great reviews. We won awards for that particular product, and I'm glad that you enjoy it too, my friend.
Oh yeah, that apple, what is it? Apple honey butter. Oh man.
Yes, honey apple butter.
Yeah,
honey apple butter.
Killer.
And here's the thing, like I said, my wife grew up next door to her grandmother, and so did I. So man, we used to always get like biscuits from scratch, you know. And my grandma used to make fresh, jams and just fresh, man. And I just remember those days of just sitting around the table, my grandma just giving us so much wisdom. When I was a little boy, I didn't understand it, but just listening to her talk and just tell you just little things. And man, I miss those days. But what brings a smile to my face is whenever we receive messages from customers and to hear them say, man, that honey apple butter reminded me of my grandmother. I remember when this used to happen. And you could just see the smile coming from their heart. Yeah. And that does me really well to see that, you know, when people try products, it takes them down memory lane, just like it takes me down memory lane as well.
Absolutely, 100%. And you can find that online, Kyvan82.com. I believe it's also available at Walmart.com, Amazon. That's where I order a lot of mine. If I run thin and I don't, I run down the road to Amory, Aberdeen, Food Giant, grab them there. So they're available outlets as well.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Athletic summer camps are back on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. ICC offers camps in band, basketball, cheer, football, soccer, softball, and volleyball throughout the months of June and July, but spots are limited and they're filling up fast. Visit letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a camp for your favorite athlete and register today. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
My name is Emily Loden-Jones, and I am the instructor and the program director for the Forestry Technology program at Itawamba Community College, and I have taught here for 15 years. Our students learn how to identify native hardwood species and softwood species in this area. They learn how to cruise timber and evaluate it for selling purposes. They also learn a lot about forest management regimes that we use to get specific objectives from our land. Our program will accept students either in the fall, the beginning of the fall semester in August, or in January, the start of the spring semester. This program is a 2-year program in which you will obtain an Associate's of Applied Sciences in Forestry Technology. It's also a transferable program to Mississippi State University in the College of Forest Resources. Most of our courses are taught in a traditional format because it is so outdoor based. We have 1 fully online class and 1 hybrid class. Freshmen attend 2 days a week for forestry courses, and sophomores attend 2 days a week for forestry courses. Our students usually obtain employment in either the state sectors or either in private sectors. A minimum starting salary would be, if you went to work for a state agency, of about $30,000 a year. And I would say most students would probably start around $36,000 to $40,000 a year. The best type of student for this program is one that does not mind being outdoors. It is hot, it is cold sometimes. They also need to understand that this is not just an outdoor program, but is a math, science heavy curriculum. Our 1 requirement is that you have a good pair of boots and some bug spray.
Renaissance Rewards Extra is the checking account that checks all the boxes. Roadside assistance? Check. Cell phone insurance? Check. More than 400,000 local shopping discounts? Check. Up to $25 per month in ATM refunds and a great rate? Check. All in an easy-to-use mobile app. To open an account or find out more about Renaissance Rewards Extra checking, go to renaissancebank.com or visit us at any of our more than 190 locations throughout the South. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Good things come to those who wait, but waiting means staying where you are, and you were meant for more. At Itawamba Community College, you can earn an affordable degree, certificate, or credits to transfer to a university for a fraction of the cost of most colleges while having the experience of a lifetime. Summer and fall orientation registration is underway, and spots are filling up fast. Don't wait. Apply today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Reggie, I've already kept you longer than I anticipated, but it's just been such a great conversation. I do want to wrap up by asking a few questions and give you the opportunity to kind of address people that might be listening that you haven't seen in a while, you know, back home or anything. My first question is, you're a very busy guy and you're very dedicated to what you do. What keeps you motivated to go?
Well, here's my favorite Bible verse is this. Colossians 3:23 says, whatsoever you do, do it wholeheartedly as to the Lord and not unto man. That is my motivation. I want to do everything with excellence so that I can be a trailblazer. Everybody's not going to like that. Everybody's not going to agree with that. There are some people that's going to try to pull me to the left or try to pull me to the right. But I have blinders on because I know that I have to stay true to what I was commissioned to do. And I'm going to do it and then have fun in the process. And that's my motivation, because I don't want the kids coming behind me to think, well, every athlete is this, every athlete is that. No, that's not the case. I'm not this, I'm not that. I have 3.88 GPA in school. So if I could do it, you can do it. There's no excuses. You know, I worked extremely hard. I came to practice early, and I had to stay after practice late. Then I went straight home and made sure I got my studies. If I could do it, then you can do it. And I try to keep these kids accountable, not letting them make any type of excuses, because I've already been there and I've already done that. And that, to me, is being excellent, making sure I have certain standards, but making sure those who I'm trying to influence live up to those same standards as well. And when they make mistakes, just like I make plenty of mistakes, have grace. Just tell them, get up, dust yourself off, and make your next day the very best day. And so that's my motivation, and I want to do it to the fullest. Hopefully I can influence as many people as I can.
Man, that's awesome. As I said, man, you're an ambassador of good, and we need that a lot more in the world. One thing I do like to do when we talk to people that may not get the opportunities as they like to get back home, to see everybody, because when you are home, you know, you're going to spend quality time with the family. But I'm going to open the floor to you right now. Take as much time as you want. Give shout outs, words of encouragement, whatever you want to do for everyone listening in the area, especially back in Aberdeen.
Well, I be honest with you, I want to shout out everybody in Mississippi. You know, Mississippi has shown me so much love, and everywhere I go, I show Mississippi love because that's my home state. That's where I'm from. That's where I was born, and that's what I try to represent. I wanted to, when I left Mississippi, for everybody, I wanted to represent my state the right way so that you guys would be proud of the product that you pushed off to other states, to other businesses, to other things that I may be involved in. And I always got to represent the maroon, of course, as you guys already know.
There it is.
And so I just thank you guys for all your support. And I want to continue to work extremely hard. And I want to encourage somebody out there that may have suffered loss. I want to encourage somebody out there that may be in a difficult situation, that to remember that, hey, you never lose in life. You either win or you learn. Everything that you go through in life can teach you something and can help you grow. So in turn, so you can learn and take that information and recycle it to the next group of kids, and so that they can learn and grow from it as well. Either I win or either I learn. And I want to encourage you guys to do the little things right. Terrence Mathis was a veteran wide receiver with the Atlanta Falcons my rookie year. And Terrence Mathis came to me and told me, he whispered in my ear. Well, he didn't whisper in my ear, but he whispered kind of low because he didn't want to shout me out in front of everybody. And he said, listen to me, Rook. If you do the little things right, the big things will follow. Me being a young guy, you know, I was just freshly drafted into the NFL, second-round draft pick. I thought I knew everything. Who is this old guy? He's on one leg. He's obviously going to be out of the league here shortly. Who is he to come tell me what to do? He knew, he could tell what I was thinking. And he said, listen to me now, Rook. Listen to me. I've been there and done that, because Terrence Mathis was all everything back then. He said, listen to me, Rook. If you do the little things right, the big things will follow. What I didn't realize, Terrence was standing over by the sideline, practice after practice, just watching me, noticing me, looking at some of my flaws, watching some of my miscues. And he kept noticing me doing the same thing over and over and over again. And he prompted me to say, listen, if you really want to be a success in the NFL, you're going to have to start focusing on the small stuff that's going to help you be a success. So oftentimes, Adam, we are so focused on the big picture. I want to become this. I want to become this. But what does it take? I got knocked on my butt a few times, and a few times, and a few more times. And that message finally rang in my ear. If you do the little things right. So I started focusing on my footwork, started focusing on my leverage, started focusing on my hands. Those are football terms that most football players know. Once I mastered and controlled my footwork, my leverage, and my hands, ended up playing 13 years in the NFL, excelling tremendously. I take that same lesson with me in business, with my wife, raising my kids, how I treat people. It's not about what they do. It's really about what I do. And if I do the little things right, the big things would always happen. And so that's proven to be very beneficial in my life. And I'm praying and hoping that it will be beneficial to you guys as well.
Absolutely. And I know I said it multiple times. That's a great message. And Reggie, I really do appreciate your time today to talk with us here. Do want to encourage people to visit ReggieKelly82.com. That's where you can go find out more about Reggie's career, all the goodness that he does offer, his products, his book as well. If you haven't got that book, if you can find one, I still encourage you to reach out and get those. Reggie, thank you again, man.
Well, we got one more thing. We got one more question. We got one more question that we didn't get to.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Who you got this weekend? That's on me. That's on me, my man.
I got to hear. I want to get your prediction first.
Oh, mine?
I'm gonna give you back.
And somebody asked me this yesterday, and I was like, my brain's telling me the Chiefs, but my heart is telling me Tampa Bay. How can you go against how can you go against Brady? That's the question. You know, I saw somebody post a stat where they said if you compare how many times Brady has made it to the Super Bowl versus how many times, or the 3-point percentage of Steph Curry, the percentage of Brady making the Super Bowl is better than Curry making a 3-point. That's just insane. But I'm going to go with Tampa Bay.
You know what? I'm right along with you, man. You know what? It's hard to go against Kansas City. Number one, they have great barbecue.
Yeah, that's facts.
Number two, the head coach he's a genius. The offensive coordinator is very, very aggressive and a great mastermind. The quarterback is out of this world, one of the up-and-coming stars for many, many years to come. Chris Jones, a fellow MSU alum, and he's holding down that defensive line, an excellent player. It's hard really to go against Kansas City, but I'm rooting for Tampa Bay for more reasons than one. When I was a 17, 18-year-old snotty-nosed kid from Aberdeen, Mississippi, Bruce Arians was one of the first coaches to recruit me at Mississippi State. Came to my house. He was the offensive coordinator there at Mississippi State. Came to my house, met my parents. My parents fell in love with him. And my dad and I still talk about Coach Bruce Arians to this day. Bruce brought me to Mississippi State. He was one of the main reasons why I went. And he gave me a tidbit of information when I was a freshman. He said, listen to me, freshman. Trust the technique. Don't trust your talents. Don't trust the gifts. Trust the technique. The technique will get the job done for you. Then when you add your talents to the mix, that's when greatness comes. And he told me, I remember that since I was a freshman in the NFL, because he told me, listen, the position is going to change. The person in the position is going to change. You're not going to be at Mississippi State all your life. Then the next tight end is not going to be at Mississippi State, but the technique is going to stay the same. So regardless of who we put in here, they're still going to have to do the technique. And so I spoke with Coach B.A. I spoke with him right before the playoff began. And I wished him well and just told him, man, you know who I'm rooting for. And I've still had a great relationship with him since I was a 17-year-old kid coming out of Aberdeen. And so I got to root for him. The second reason is I remember what Tom Brady did to my Atlanta Falcons a few years back. And so if he can pull that one off, anything is possible. So with those two combinations, I'm going to go for Tampa Bay, but that's why we wait to see how the game plays out.
Absolutely. And by the way, one more thing I've got to ask now, what's on the menu this weekend?
Well, you can't have Super Bowl without having some dip. So we got some salsa, chips and dip. We got some wings on deck too. I can't wait. I haven't had wings in a long time. I actually fast from wings for about a month or so before the Super Bowl so that when I do get a chance to eat, I'm going in on them. Absolutely. So I got to have some wings, got to have some chips and dip. I'm going to have some celery and carrots, but, that's just for decoration.
That's like any time I go somewhere, they're like, would you like celery or carrots? I'm just like, I hate for you to waste them, but bring them back. So. Well, Reggie, again, man, it's been a great conversation. Thank you for everything you do. I know you're dedicated to bringing good to life, and we need a lot more of that in this world. And you're one of those ambassadors of good, as I like to call it. And anytime we can do, or anytime you want to come back on the show, man, just hit me up and we'll chat again. It's been a great conversation. Good catching up as well.
Thanks, man. It's always a pleasure, man. I appreciate you. You've been doing great things for a long time, man. Continue to do great things in the community and continue to just be you, man. It's refreshing to see that. And I wish you nothing but continued success, man. And let's go State.
All right. We'll be back with more of the ICC Hour right after this.
Good things come to those who wait. But waiting means staying where you are, and you were meant for more. At Itawamba Community College, you can earn an affordable degree, certificate, or credits to transfer to a university for a fraction of the cost of most colleges while having the experience of a lifetime. Summer and fall orientation registration is underway, and spots are filling up fast. Don't wait. Apply today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
My name is Kent Lewis. I run the welding program here at ICC. If you're out there looking for a good career, don't know what you want to do, we can take you in 1 year and we can turn you into a welder. We start off learning how to stick weld and we end up with TIG welding. When you leave here, you will have the skills necessary to be hired by a local manufacturing company or a construction company. Most start out at anywhere from $15 to $18 an hour and top out around $28 in this area. The industry is looking for people who don't mind getting out and getting dirty, hard workers, self-motivated. You've got to push yourself every day to be the best that you can be. It's a very physical job. It's hot during the summer, cold during the winter, but you get well compensated for that. The way I like to structure my class, I really like a lot of hands-on, getting dirty. In the morning times when you come in my class, we'll go to our welding booths and we'll practice our skills. After dinner, we focus a lot on projects. Just take, for instance, this box blade right here. It came in and it was tore all to pieces, and you can see now we've completely rebuilt it. It's ready to go back out and make a living again. As I told you in my introduction, I've been welding for 32 years. It's something that I get up every morning. I can't wait to get to work to strike an arc. It has provided very well for me and my family. I've raised 3 kids and paid a house off by getting out there every day. It's something that I enjoy doing. It's a skill that not everyone can do. And if you can master it, you can be very well paid.
Athletic summer camps are back on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. ICC offers camps in band, basketball, cheer, football, soccer, softball, and volleyball throughout the months of June and July, but spots are limited and they're filling up fast. Visit letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a camp for your favorite athlete and register today. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Renaissance Rewards Extra is the checking account that checks all the boxes. Roadside assistance? Check. Cell phone insurance? Check. More than 400,000 local shopping discounts? Check. Up to $25 per month in ATM refunds and a great rate? Check. All in an easy-to-use mobile app. To open an account or find out more about Renaissance Rewards Extra checking, go to renaissancebank.com or visit us at any of our more than 190 locations throughout the South. Renaissance Bank. understanding you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Good things come to those who wait, but waiting means staying where you are, and you were meant for more. At Itawamba Community College, you can earn an affordable degree, certificate, or credits to transfer to a university for a fraction of the cost of most colleges while having the experience of a lifetime. Summer and fall orientation registration is underway, and spots are filling up fast. Don't wait. Apply today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Hi, I'm Tanya Cox, and I am one of the instructors in the Computer Programming Technology 2-year degree program located on the Tupelo campus. I've been a faculty member at ICC for 34 years. Students learn problem solving and logical skills that are needed to design, code, and test software applications. This program typically begins in the fall. However, some of our students can enroll in spring semester, but it is a 2-year degree technical program. We go in and we offer a variety of programming and scripting classes, as well as web and mobile application, database manipulation, hardware, and security concepts. Our mode of delivery for our courses, most of our courses are taught in the traditional classroom. However, some of our courses in the first semester are offered traditionally and online as well.
My name is Doris McCreary. I've been an instructor in the computer programming department for 26 years. The graduates in this program can get jobs from anything from computer operator, data entry. They can also get jobs doing system administration with a little bit of experience in the area. Some of ours have gone on to be have IT leadership positions, as well as working with system security. The graduates start out anywhere from $33,000 to $46,000. But of course, if you've had a little bit of experience in the area, then you might start at a higher rate, and then with a few years of experience, you can go up very quickly. We look for students that have logical thinking ability. Computer programming is all about logic, figuring out sequencing and how things should be done and in what order. We also like problem solvers, those that can go in and analyze a problem and organize it and break it down into individual tasks, and those that have just basic computer skills also is a benefit.
I am Delina Huckel, and I have been with ICC 21 years. I teach in the computer programming department at ICC. We have CPNA, which stands for Computer Programming Networking Association. We have monthly meetings, and we participate in campus activities and community service projects. Also, we have guest speakers that come to our meetings from industry, and they talk about career opportunities, job responsibilities, and also internship opportunities. We have local and non-local opportunities for our students. It's in the fields of banking, healthcare, manufacturing, small businesses, utilities, and also just in education. We are an open admission program, computer programming technology, so all the student would need to do is go through the regular process of applying to ICC, submit that online application, and then choose computer programming technology as their major.
We wrap up this afternoon's show on a somber note. This past week, the ICC family said goodbye to former president and friend to everyone, Mr. W.E. Boggs. He leaves a legacy that will forever be remembered for his love of teaching and an unmatched dedication to education. When you look back at his career at ICC, Mr. Boggs was the prime example of doing whatever it took to help make ICC the best community college in the state. Along with being president, he also served as a professor, an administrator, dean of instruction, dean of student, vice president, and not only that, he came back and served as interim president of the college in 2000 through 2001 before officially retiring with 40 years of service in the world of education. Mr. Boggs is survived by his wife, Gwen, his daughter, Ginger, and her husband, Kenyon, his son, Brad, his grandchildren, Sarah Grace, Anna, Lauren, Kenny, Bella, Sam, and Jackson. He was 84. I feel safe in speaking for the rest of the ICC family when saying thank you to Mr. Boggs for helping cement the foundation and leaving a legacy for others to follow that will help continue to make ICC such a special place for years and years to come.